Hey, what is going on, pros and PROesse? It's KMJHS123 and welcome to another sit-down commentary session. Today it's going to be on domination on the map Bog. So again, in the old COD 4 gameplay play in the background. The final score is 37-7. It's always weird how you get 7 extra kills and then 7 deaths. It always seems weird like that. But anyway, so again, time for another commentary, another topic talk. Today's topic will be: they say school is the best time of your life, or however you want to pronounce it, but that's basically the topic. So, obviously, first things first. Now, obviously, everyone has different opinions with this. Some people are going to say, it's definitely the best time, school or whatever. Some people are going to say, it was, the worst time. What was the point and stuff. Now, me personally, I'm kind of in between, because you have to do a bit of deeper thinking. You can't just think, oh yeah, well, it's free education, it should be the best time of your life. But you have to think about it, like, what are you actually learning, like, is it worth your time and everything else like that as well. So I mean, there's straight away the first few things that I can say that is not worth it when you're at school. So they say the best time, but how is not being able to earn money, having to get up every single day at having to get up 5 days a week, at the same time, early morning every day, having to do homework, almost every day when you come home, or whatever, depends what year you're in. You're there most of the day. How is that the best time of your life? I mean, I hated, doing homework and stuff, because I found it so pointless. I'm like, what's the point of doing this stuff when I've already, done it in the day? And then, let's be honest, guys. School, they only teach you stuff to get past an exam. An exam doesn't give you any life skills. An exam doesn't give you any, common sense. All these schools are only teaching us stuff. They're only teaching us to get past an exam. They're not teaching us valuable life skills and stuff, which again is for another commentary. Like, are they actually teaching you stuff? But it's still the same principle. Like, you're learning all this. Well, you're supposedly learning all this stuff that you don't need. You're effectively wasting your time. Now, I know there is certain stuff to learn, like when you're young. Like, now I know how to do certain things, but a lot of the stuff I thought I learned in high school, it's just gone out of my head. Like, I hardly remember anything. I never do maths these days because I just don't need to use any of it. Personally, in the job and area I do of work, I don't need to use any of this. What does x, plus that square mean? I'm like, I don't need anything in that field of view, so it's just gone straight out of my head. So effectively, that's wasted all my time. But yeah, back to the original point was, I mean, I said personally it wasn't the best time because, having to get up every morning. I know, I bet you're saying now, well, you have to get up every morning for work and stuff. Well, yes, some jobs are like that, but you're earning money, and when you earn money, that means you can buy nice things, you can go out to nice places, you can have a car, because obviously when you can start working, you have to be at least 16. And I know, obviously, like, you're not going to have a full job in year 7 and year 8 and, whatever and stuff. I know you can have, like, a paper round and, in a smaller Saturday job or whatever, but it still brings to my point, even though you are younger, it's still not. Personally, I don't think the best time of my life. I could not wait to get out of school. I wanted to earn a job. I wanted to earn money. For years I wanted to. I can't buy this, can't buy that because I haven't got any money. Not because I didn't save. Because I did have a paper round, and I used to go car washing at the weekends as well. So I was always after money. I was always the one to earn money, and like I said, I had a paper round and a car washing job, and it did bring in a decent amount of money. But I've always been really saving with my money, I've always saved a lot more money, but you know what I mean, like, it wasn't as much as I get now, I get a lot more doing now, because obviously I've got, I've got proper jobs, and the YouTube, so it's a lot more. I mean, car washing is good money, don't get me wrong, but, like, these days I've got stuff, I've got my car and stuff to run and phone bill to run, so, obviously, it makes up for it, but, again, I wanted to leave, I did 1 year at college, which was fine, but I didn't enjoy that 1 year at all, to be honest. I passed fine, and then, I got middle grade, I didn't get top, I didn't get bottom, I got passed with the middle. It goes up past merit distinction, and I got a merit, which is fine, but, I just didn't use it, I wasn't interested with it, and that's the thing. People go into, uni, doing all these stupid degrees, and these pointless degrees where they're paying back the, the fee tuition for the rest of their life, because they'll never, because they'll never get a job in that sector, because they'll give up, or, because the fee tuitions are so high, and I'm like, that's again, how is that the best time of your life, staying in education? I don't get it. I even say to people, why you're uni for, it's a waste of time, I'm doing better than you, like, and then people say, oh, but I'm gonna have a degree out of it, but I'm like, well, you're not going to use the degree, and I guarantee that, and I really don't see anyone that's done it. And yes, some people do, to be fair, that's fine. Some people do, and that's fine, but, I started working a lot earlier, so I, gathered up a lot more money earlier, and I'm fair to say I'm doing more well than people in my year, shall I say, like my year group. I'm doing quite well for myself. I actually did thought the game ended here, guys. That's why I was just going crazy, but thankfully the connection did sort itself out, so yay. But yeah, I just don't see, how that's the best time of your life. I see the best time of my life. I can go out anywhere I want. Like now, I work, different hours. I don't have to get up in the morning. I work late, or afternoons. It doesn't, you have so much more freedom. You can do what you want. You don't have to be forced to do homework. You're not going to get into trouble if you don't do this, you don't do that. I really think, not at school. Sorry, not at school. Does that make sense? Yeah, not being at school was the best time of my life, because I mean, for me, school was just the old 9 to 3 or whatever it was, the old 9 to 3 o'clock. The same old stuff. You just had to get through it. Pass your exam, and you just couldn't go out to places. Again, coming out of school means obviously you get the ability to do other things. Like I said, obviously when you leave school, obviously you can start driving and do this and do that. So obviously it does open up other areas, which again would make it better to leave school. But we all have to do it and we have to go through it. But I did see though that in the future, and there was a post the other day, it's kind of off topic now, but I did see a post saying about how schools will now have to stay 9 till 6, and I was like, yes, because as in good, because like the kids think they're so bad man these days. Again, it's going off topic again, it's for another commentary, but kids these days think they're so hard and so bad manish. It's good to keep them in school, and they obviously have to stay till they're 18 now as well, don't they? But yeah, I think that's the question, guys. The question I'm going to ask you guys is, do you think school was the best time of life? And I know school, college may be different in different countries and stuff, which is fine, but do you think school was the best time of your life? Let me know in the comments below, because I always like to see your opinions and views. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. Again, final score is 37-7, and I shall see all of you later.